Morning everybody, Nick from Meat Smoke Fire here with the team, and it is Newsing. It's the last day of the year, it's our last cook of the year therefore. But really super planned. I've published the dates for every cook for next year online already on the website. Anyway, right, there'll be 24 cooks next year unless we chuck in some specials. So 2 a month. Because we want to have a bit of time to ourselves. Anyway, I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. We certainly did. I've eaten far too much. I'm heavier than I've ever been. And I'm off skiing again in 2 weeks. So that is only going to help with my downhill speed. Anyway, right, 3 cooks a day as usual. We are doing... I'm going to have to get Helena to tell me the names. But we're going some South American... We're going, so it doesn't matter, I'll make it up. Nobody will know. She's forgotten. That doesn't matter. We're going South American for 2 of them, and we're going Dutch for another one. So, 1 beef skewers, otherwise known as beef... Churrasco, there you go, she's good. We are doing a Peruvian chicken skewers. Anticuchos. And we're doing a Dutch... pancakes, so mini pancakes, and they're called Poffertjes. Mike,
She's
Jen.
made all that
Mark
up.
and Jen are friends in the village. Jen's Dutch. If we got even close, humorous. But anyway, so yeah. Anyway, today on camera,
Morning.
Andrea.
Hello.
Going very bold today with a white jacket, considering I've got some very messy dishes. Anyway, she was with us for Christmas, had a great time.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Outside, we haven't lit the fire today. I just didn't get the time, and it's so windy. But we've got Mama and Helena. Helena is on the iPad. Mama is drinking a Poinsettia, whatever that may be. We've not put the mics on today. We're going to wing it and hope it doesn't get too windy, but it is due to get super windy. And where's she going? Get a hat. You can't just disappear on camera. Anyway, she did. So it's supposed to get super windy and rain. So when it starts raining, we'll all have a laugh at those 2 sitting outside, but they'll probably move in. Right, let's crack on. So as I said, 3 dishes. I've sort of started all 3 of them, but I'm going to show you how we've done them and why we started and so on. So we're going to start with our beef dish, and this is going to go on skewers. So this is a lovely bit, and I've left the beef inside. Yes, I've left the beef that I want to show later. It doesn't matter. It's in the fridge. The bit of skirt inside. No, it's just a piece of beef. It's the bit we bought yesterday. Sorry, it's been manic. I thought this was going to be so easy today and been right up against it. So we're going to make this beef, and this is in a nice marinade, and then we're going to do a sauce for it. So you've actually got 5 dishes really. So we're going to do that the beef. We've got a chicken, which I've got one already marinated in here. Let me take this off, you might be able to see it better. So we've got some chicken thighs that are going to go onto little skewers. So the beef ones I'm going to do on a big skewer, I'm going to do it on the rotisserie. The chicken thighs I'm going to do on a smaller skewers, and by hand. We're going to do a sauce with that one as well. And then, as I said, we're going to do I was wondering what that was. Sorry, I got totally flubbed. She brought out 2 things there. I've just realised what the other one is. So a bit of skirt steak. Right, let's crack on. So remove my... Jeez.
It's going to be carnage.
It's going to be, yeah. Right, that's not the bit I want. This is the bit I want. So for our marinade, we have a small onion grated. I have a tablespoon and a half of olive oil. Ooh, spilling it everywhere. Tablespoon and a half of soy sauce. Worcester sauce, sorry, not soy sauce. A tablespoon and a half of red wine vinegar. 3 crushed up, or I grated them, garlic cloves. It's going to be spiky. 2 teaspoons of cumin, and I've just taken the seeds and ground them a little bit in the mortar and pestle. And then this is Aleppo chili. So if you can get Aleppo chili, get it. If you can't, just get chili flakes and then grind them up a bit. But it's slightly less punchy, but it's Aleppo chili. So I've got 3 of those, so they're all going in. And then the juice of 2 limes. So I'm going to grab those. I love my lime squeezer. Juice of 2 limes. Oops. Fish that out. And that is it. Simple as that. That's the marinade. I'll leave that there because I'm going to use that. I'll grab a spoon and then we'll just get that all whizzed up. Now, you want to marinate this overnight. You want all of that getting it
Oh, me
everywhere.
days.
Just put my apron on. A bit late now. No point making the apron dirty. No, I've
No,
got
he's
it
got
here.
one.
I've just put it all over my jumper though. Yeah. Anyway, usual story. So we'll take that, and then roughly 500. This is probably 750 grams of skirt steak. Now, if you can get it from your butcher nice and thick, like this one, we'll just pop this in the bin. We're going to cut that into, I want into about 6 big chunks. So I'm going to cut it down the middle. And then cut these into about 3 big chunks. And then we're going to grill those, and then we'll slice them. A bit like they do if you've ever been to a Brazilian restaurant. So I've got big cubes of meat. So we'll pop those in there. And what we want to do is give those a zhuzh. I'm not going to do it now because I get filthy. But when you've done that, you then pop them in your bowl. Leave them to marinate, and they'll look something like that. I'm going to put my hands in there anyway. So you can see that these ones, they've changed colour slightly, but big chunks. And they've got to be marinated and they have that lovely flavour. What we need to do with those is pop them onto some skewers. So I'm going to do them on the rotisserie. Just going to do some big skewers, and I'm just going to feed them through a couple of times. I'll put 2 on each. Like that. Put the 3rd skewer down there so we're alright. Oh, I must have only cut that one into 5. Obviously wasn't playing the game yesterday. So, right. So we're going to put them onto that, and we're going to put them onto the Let's Q. You could use the big green egg rotisserie, but don't use it if it starts raining apparently. So I've got the Weber skewer system here on just a spit. Works a treat. I put it on the other way around today to catch myself out. And all you can do is put skewers through there, pop them and clip them. And the beauty of the Weber one is, if you pop them on, you can clip them in while it's on its stand. Like that. And these are just going to spin round, and we're going to put them on the egg. Now, I don't want to put them on quite yet. Maybe I will. Let's get them done early.
Yeah.
I know what I'm like. They'll take longer than I think. So, over here I've got an egg, roughly 200 degrees. I've got it set up with the Let's Q. I'm going to put it into the motor. I've set it up. Hang on a sec. Should have done this before. Oops. I've set it up too far to one side. That's my fault. So let me just undo these slightly. Move it along. Other way. No, that way. I set it up, sorry, that just put it too near one end. Hopefully that's not too near the other end now. Yeah, it is. Doing well today. Oh, see, we're all good at this. Slide it a little bit. Just because the skewers are really long, they were just hitting the edge of the rotisserie. That should be better. pop them in, turn the motor on, and let those do their spinny thing. Now don't worry about any bits hanging down, they'll get gnarly, but we don't want to overcook these, and they should just spin round. Right, let's leave that going. Remind me in about 10 minutes. Let's just clear this up a little. Just going to clear this down, and then we'll get the chicken on. I'll wipe this down in a minute when we've finished messing with raw meats. Just wash my hands. Right. Tea towels over there, typical. Right. Then at least I've got my tea towel with me.
Rather than the back of your jeans.
Yeah, usual. Right. Over here, come and have a look, Andy. I've got an egg sitting at 160 degrees, 160 to 180, and I've got one of these Dutch pancakes, cast iron pans. And we're going to put that in there just to preheat. Pop it on. 160 to 180. We're going to might just open it up a tiny bit. We did them at 180 the other day and they were fine. They just go really quick. By the way, this is the new Kamado, not Kamado Space, because they're now called Big for Space. Big for Space unit. Loads of storage, so sliding doors, get all your stuff in there. Stainless steel, top, hygienic, super hygienic. At the moment we're doing them with free chopping boards and free covers that cover the whole lot. Can you see here, we've got, this is our pancake mix. I'm going to tell you what's in it, but don't put it in a ½ litre jug because it's got yeast in it and it sort of grows. So I've decanted it into a 1 litre jug, but I won't tell you who put it in the ½ litre jug. But she's having a good laugh over there. Right. It'll be fine. I'll decant it. I'll do it in a minute while... I'll tell you what, why don't you do who's on?
Okay.
You go over there, Andy, and I'll
Okay.
just pour this into... I'm going to pour it into one of these. Squeezy bottle.
Oh.
Yeah.
We couldn't remember, we didn't know what to call those.
I'm pouring up a squeezy bottle.
Right, just joined is Jason Farmer.
Morning, Jason.
Morning,
Thomas
Jason.
Bretos, Samantha's on, Dunks is on, Jill G is on, Ashley Roy Taylor, Big Barbecue Guy, Black's Backyard Barbecue, David Steele, Alex Pumpkin's Been and Gone, Boston Barbecue, here's John E, Arthur Webster, Barry Dorrington, George Kennedy, Steph Duckworth, Ali Beggs,
Morning, Ali. Let's see, keep seeing posts from Ali.
Steve Tiptonzor, Ben, Slater Farming, Gary
Oh, hello,
Morning,
Ben.
Oh, Darren and Kerry,
Hello, Darren. Hello,
Hopefully in
Kerry.
separate rooms.
Jane Bleakley, Patrick
Hello,
Howell.
Jane.
Oh, missed that. Miles for Butchery's on.
Morning, Miles.
Morning,
Hope you had a good
Miles.
Christmas.
Phil Nurse.
Morning, Phil.
Hello, Phil.
Longship.
I will contact you, Phil.
Charlie Goldring.
It's just been manic.
Tone Lewis Barbecue. Bubby Fish.
Morning, Bubby Fish. House retirement.
Karen Truelove.
Hello, Garen.
He was retired when we first met him.
Gary Andrews.
The Churchills are in the same room.
Jeanette
No!
Marvin,
Get away. Christmas must have been good.
Bernie, Harold, Ben Griggs,
Wow.
Harry George, Starsky, Martin Hawkins, who I think is it
Martin is in Thailand. What?
Oh.
No, that's Franco.
Oh, is that Franco?
David Steele,
All these people away.
Paul Hammond,
Morning, David.
Andrew Green,
Wow.
Sam Towler.
Morning, Sam. I have seen your question and I will get back to you
I think that's that.
about the meter. I don't know if the meter can be used sous vide. I'm not sure that it can. Anyway. Right, let's crack up. That's smelling amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's crack on.
Okay.
So we're now going to do the marinade for the chicken, which I've already done, sort of. So, but I'll show you because this is super simple as well. So, we have a small red chilli with all the seeds in. Where's my green chilli? Oh, that's there over there. Sorry. God, confusing myself. Small red chilli, all the seeds in. We've got some ground cumin. We've got some a clove of garlic. So they're all going in. We have some sweet chili sauce. Now it's supposed to be fruity, and I'm using one from Maggi. I found it in the local Indian special shop that we have down the road. We tried this the other day. It's delish. We have a tablespoon and a half of white wine vinegar. We do have soy sauce in this one. So in with the soy. We have the juice of half a lemon. So my squeezer is still here. Lovely. This smells amazing. So again, this is a marinade. Now this only needs to be marinated for a couple of hours because it's chicken, but you don't want to doing it forever. So I made this morning. What we could then do is I'll just put in these couple of little bits here, chicken thighs. Pop that, in fact, pop it in the bin rather than stuff it in my pockets. So these are skinless, boneless chicken thighs. Just cut them into 3 and chuck them in your marinade. If you are going to do loads of these, just buy them with the skins and the bones on. It doesn't take long to skin and bone them. It's just I can buy them with skins and bones on. I normally buy them with skins and bone on. It takes me about a minute to do each one. So put them in, marinate them. When they're marinated, then we're going to stick them on skewers. So I'll put a link to these, but these are kind of handy. Bought them on Amazon, twin skewers. So that means you can put things on, and then when you flip them over, you know you've flipped everything over. Does that make sense?
So I've got a question.
So I'm just going to feed these on. Yeah?
So
I'm going to put about 5 or 6 on each one. So go for it. Question.
Bobby Fish.
Morning,
Got a hand.
Ian. Yeah?
He says, is it best to boil and then egg, or do it all here? See the honey glaze recipe on our website.
I don't bother boiling ham or gammon. It's a gammon until you've cooked it and then it becomes a ham. I always just do them on the rotisserie. Simple as. So yeah, cook them until they get to about 63 degrees when they're done, and they will be super, super moist. So yeah, and there is a recipe on our site, as you say, the honey glazed or maple glazed, or anything sticky. You can put some mustard powder on it. What else is good? I think we put maple syrup on the outside. A black treacle is what we put on that one. That one's good as well. Yeah. So no, don't bother boiling it. Waste of time. Any other questions, Helena?
No, that was it so far.
Perfect.
Although there is a lot of... everyone's very surprised that you haven't got a drink in your hand. I just said you're saving yourself.
What are you saying about me, people? I've had a drink in my hand most of Christmas, hence everything's a bit rushed and... No. Did I say that out loud? And obviously I'll have a drink in my hand when I'm skiing in 2 weeks. So again, skiing again in 2 weeks. I don't know how I got away with it this year. I've got 3 skiing holidays booked. Anyway. Right, just going to wash my hands. Won't be a second. Then we'll have a quick look at these bad boys. Let's just put that out of the way and fill it up with other things.
Ham doesn't take that long, though, does it?
No, it depends on how big it is. So your gammon will probably take, I don't know, hour and a half for a small gammon, kilo gammon. Depends how big it is. So they're just 38 inside. I want to get them to around 50. And then we're just going to slice them. We've got marinade to go with them, so they're going to be good. If you want them really gnarly on the outside, then you could turn it up a bit. So this is running at about 200, or it was before I opened the lid. Let's go and put our chicken on. We'll go over here now.
Okay.
Oh, Andrea, I keep calling her Andy today.
Just say to
No.
Phil, yes.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't supposed to show that. That was a rookie error on my part of
What's
camera
that?
work.
What happened?
Phil Nursery's clocked his...
Oh, yeah, it's
Unit.
your unit just sitting over there, Phil. That's why I looked back there earlier.
Uh-oh.
I need to clean.
I won't go that close.
It'll be spot on. Anyway, right. In this egg, we're going direct. I might turn it up a little bit. We've just got charcoal, 200 degrees, 220 degrees, direct cook. I've got it this top level because it's just easier to show you. And I'm just going to go straight on with those skewers.
So Ian's ham
Ham, yes?
is 3.1
2.5 hours.
kilo.
Well, no, a 6 kilo turkey only takes 2 hours to get to 70 degrees. So a ham that's a lot denser and smaller will probably,
Done. Your 10-minute timer, whatever that is for.
don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, have a look
others.
at the beef. And we just looked at it.
I've got into trouble for asking how big his ham was. So that was a little bit personal.
So I'd say probably
Oh, I like that.
do 2 to 3 hours.
So here you go, one to ponder. If
Yeah.
you had to make a barbecue or big green egg New Year's resolution, what would it be? Can I make one for you? You're not buying any more.
So I only got 2 Christmas presents this year.
Oh.
We do Secret Santa, so I have 2 Christmas presents. One we're going to use in a couple of weeks, probably,
Yeah.
and that's a tortilla press. So we can now make our own tortillas. Really cool. And the second one, I've got another barbecue.
For God's sake.
I've got a collapsible ProQ collapsible barbecue. So it's about that. I should have brought it out. It's about that thick, but then you turn it up the other way and it opens up and you can fill it with coals and you've got a barbecue for when you go to the beach or camping or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like a flat pack thing,
Like a
isn't
flat
it?
pack. Yeah, and then when you've finished, you just wipe out all the ashes, turn it back up the other way, and it all collapses back into itself. It's genius.
Where are you going skiing in France? I forgot.
I'm going to Val d'Isère in 2 weeks. I was in Obergurgl just before Christmas.
And then
That's how Andy does Obergurgl. And then I'm going to Wengen in March. Sorry,
Sorry, temporary your ham.
63, done at 63.
No, to cook, sorry.
Oh, 161, something like that? Yeah.
20 degrees either way, we don't mind, do we?
Yeah, 20 degrees either way. Right, chicken on.
Right,
beef
has anyone
on.
else got any barbecue
Let's make some sauces.
resolutions?
Oh yeah, what did people get for Christmas barbecue wise? I mean, I posted God knows how many parcels out over Christmas, so some of you must have been lucky. I think at the moment there's one outstanding delivery, which I'm sorry about, but hey, most of them got there on time. But yeah, when we sent 48 parcels on the Sunday before Christmas, which was unheard of. Yeah, the courier wasn't too chuffed when we walked in with, I think there were 20 plus Let's Queues that day. Anyway.
Don't forget that beef.
Yes, beef's looking all right. Let's do the sauces. So we're going to use the Thermomix. So we're going to make both of them in here. One in each bowl. So for, I'm just going to wipe this down a bit because I'm not going to cook these sauces. And I'm just going to do this. It's all right, it's only family if I poison them. Make things a lot easier. She wasn't even listening.
I heard you.
No, I was talking about Mama.
What's that?
She just said, "What's that?" Don't worry, Mama, I've been rude about you.
He's trying to kill you off.
That's normal.
Keep threatening not to deliver a paper every day.
Oh, you two
Why?
were.
She beat you at cards? At
She
Uno?
she beats me at cards and Uno and everything. I've been whipped all Christmas. I'm rubbish. Right. A bit of
Full concentration.
coriander. 2 spring onions. So that was a little handful-ish of coriander. A couple of spring onions. And I'm just going to roughly chop them because they're going to go into the sauce. Now we're going to make a white sauce for this. I'm going to put in some more lime juice. So all of these recipes heavy on the lime. So we're going to go in with juice of a lime. This is stunning. We had this the other day. It's so good. So juice of a lime. We have a green Thai chili, but without the seeds. We've got. Is it really raining hard now?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you move in? Here.
I've got 2 cookies out.
We have to get the olds in. They are both older than me, so that's all right. One of those days. Garlic, a clove of garlic, a whole chilli, but without the seeds. Thai chili without the seeds. And then I'm going to pop in a tablespoon and a half-ish sour cream. You know me.
Mum, get in.
Sour cream in there, and then some mayo. About the same of mayo. So I'll squirt it in. Oop. Oh, come on. There we go. A tablespoon and a half of mayo. So I put one of these chilies on there. That's what I mean by a Thai chili. One of those little rocket chilies you can get from Sainsbury's or wherever. We're going to put a lid on this and then blitz it. And then we better have a quick look at our beef. Ah. Can't turn it on if you haven't turned the plug on. Sorry. Oh, why is that not come on? That's better. Right, let's have a look at these while that starts up.
Oh, hello.
Right, 56 on that one. I don't want to go too much more than that. 49,
Oh,
perfect.
that smells lovely.
50. I'm taking these off. These can come off and sit. Don't want them to be overdone. I'll pop them up here for a second. Could you grab me some foil, Helen?
Yeah.
Right, so let's whiz these up. And that is, and you might want to put a bit of salt and pepper in if you like to. But a lovely bright green sauce. There's a bit stuck on the edge, so what I'm going to do is just knock that in. A bit of fresh one. Just going to do that tiny bit again. It's a little bit at the bottom. Didn't see you doing that, did you?
No.
Oh, that's lush.
Oh, sorry.
There we go. So that's for our chicken. How are we doing? 57, perfect. That's for our sauce for our chicken. Let's go and turn our chicken.
Oh, yeah. Get me out in the rain.
Yeah. Look. So with these skewers, it's just easy. Flip them over. He says when you've got big fat gloves on, but at least you know you've done both sides then. Looking good. Leave that there. Right, let's take this beef off. Let's put these things. I haven't used my Weber little thing for ages. Now you could use the carousel. You could use the carousel. Let me just set up a bit of foil. So the Let's Q carousel skewers, or you could just do them direct.
Oh,
No, I'm just going to create a space. You want to pin that down with something. What I'm going to do is just pull these bits of beef off. Now they're done, we just rest them for a minute. Oh, they're soft as. Easy tiger. That's it. Now, if you want,
Oh, yeah,
2
yeah.
second rule. You want a bit of colour on them, which we can do. We'll rest them.
Sorry, Helena.
We'll whack up one of our eggs. So these are now just going to sit. They're perfect medium rare. What I'm going to do is I'll chuck them on with the chicken in a second. Right, let's get this out of the way. Chuck it over here. Right, last sauce. Quick and easy. Need the other thermos. So, a couple of tablespoons of tomato. It's going to be a tomato sauce. A couple of tablespoons of puree, of course, from the middle.
Middle.
Yeah. Always squeeze the tube at the middle. It's where all the best stuff is. About 125 grams of little. These are, what do we call these? Pomodorino tomatoes. Lovely. Get those in there. I've already chopped up one red onion, so we'll get that in. Another little handful of coriander. A little bit of sugar, probably less than a teaspoon. Some more red wine vinegar. 50 mils of extra virgin olive oil. About that much. And then some, to make it smoky, some smoked paprika. A teaspoon and a half.
Is that the sweet one?
This is the sweet one, yeah. I've just looked at it and thought, oh my god, it's not the spicy one. Sweet one. And then the last thing we want to go in there is a red pepper. Now, you could char it first. Might give it a bit more extra flavour. I just didn't think we'd get that done today. So, huh? You alright?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to roughly chop that just so it chops up in here more evenly. Get that in, lid on, and we're going to blitz that for about 10 seconds for our other sauce. I want to keep it sort of semi-lumpy. Oh yeah. Have a look at that. Now, we're going to serve it cold because,
It's got it somewhere.
but what are you after?
Have you put the Dutch pancake in?
Yeah, the Dutch pancake is in there doing its business. So we are nearly done. Right, we'll tidy this out. We're going to have to do these Dutch pancakes. Now, while you were chatting to Helena, I put it in that squeezy bottle. Don't fill it right to the top because it will ooze out itself. But what we have over here, let's gone down a little bit. Hopefully, this is going to be warm enough. We'll find out. Well, it sounds like it. We've got our Dutch.
Yeah, the rain's hitting it.
Yeah, it's just. And I've just put a little bit of oil on them. So what we want to do, fill up these. Now there are a lot of them. The squeezy bottle makes this so much easier. We tried to do it pouring the other day. It is not easy to do. Oh, you can see them bubbling at the back already. These aren't going to take long. So it's just like they're like mini pancakes, but they're a leavened pancakes, so they've got yeast in them.
I wonder if it's better to take a few off me after you...
Yeah, so I will when I flip them. We'll get them in. This is all right. So these are buckwheat, plain flour, an egg, milk, yeast. The recipe is on the website already.
Melted butter and
Melted butter and
egg
I said egg, yeah,
and a bit of maple syrup.
and maple syrup to make them a bit sweet. So you can see the ones at the back are all already starting to puff up. But we'll give those 2 or 3 minutes, and then we're going to take them off and we'll flip them over. Right. So that I'm going to sear a bit. Let me turn this egg up. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take advantage of having an egg with the expander system. So I'm going to move my chicken over here. In fact, I'll move it over this side because I can see it's actually burning better on the left-hand side. I don't want to overcook my chicken, but I do want to just give a bit of char to those bits of. So we'll pop the grid down, really down near the flame. You could also chuck them on. You could go dirty. So if we check these. Oh yeah, they can take a bit more. They're quite soft as. We'll pop those on, and then we'll flip them over in a minute. They smell incredible. This smells awesome. You just wash my hand. I'm going to get those on. You're right. What I should have done. Right. So, I'm going to grab these pancakes. They all are puffed up now. I reckon they could take a little bit more. A couple of minutes. These ones at the back have started to set. The ones at the front are still sticky. So I'm just going to wait until those ones at the front are a little bit less sticky. So we'll have a little bit of a breather under here. I don't need that yet. I've got to flip them. But I do need to put that hot pan down. What I'll do, flip them. Just going to put another cast iron in there. We'll put it on there and then we'll flip them. This is a 2-person job we found the other day.
We're sorting out the thing.
Yeah. Didn't we?
You've got fat fingers.
I've got little fat fingers. Well, not so little, but fat fingers. And trying to turn those over is not easy. So, come on, Egg. It's just the temperature's just dipped a little. But we're done on there. They're looking good. We're going to flip those bits of beef. Just a little bit. You don't want too much caramelisation on them. But they're looking good. You could go dirty. I mean, down there we could chuck them in. Let's see how our chicken's doing. So you want at least 74 on your chicken. So we're a little far behind on that, so that's all right. A couple of minutes. We're good. All right. Let's see how we're doing over here. Oh yeah, they're now pretty much set. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take the pan off. We found this was easier. Grab the pan off, pop it down. Now they didn't stick once the other day, so sod's law, they're going to all stick today. Put the glasses on. You're not there, they're there. You got to see what I'm doing. Don't laugh at me. Oh look.
You come that other side.
Brilliant.
Oop. Oop. We'll do a couple of batches of these while we wait for that chicken. You're not helping. Now you can go. I'm going to pop them in for another couple of minutes just to get the bottoms brown. Thank you, Helena. Then go back on, give them another 2. Right, let's see how we're doing on this end. Come on. It's warming up nicely now. So, we have, let's get ready, because this is all going to come out quite a bit. That can go. So any questions, anything going on? We've got this lovely sauce, let me try it. So I might want to put salt and pepper in it. Oh, definitely a bit of salt, definitely a bit of pepper. Oh, we have the big green egg grinders. So, a little bit of salt going in that one. A little bit of pepper. They grind really well. Really tough. If you like everything green, big green egg have just launched those. Right, I'm just gonna, do it by hand. Now we could have put that in a little cast iron pan to warm it up a little bit. Tell you what I could do. Radical. Where's the lid? Over there. Beauty of the Thermomix. Let's put it on for 5 minutes. Let's turn it up. We'll put it at 90 degrees. And we'll let it stir and heat it up itself. Yeah, pancake. Put my little wooden thing, have a look. That's just a little wooden pokey stick. Tiny bit more on those. Yeah, another minute or so. But I can feel they're nice and light now. Another minute, and then we'll do another batch, and then we'll serve. Right. Where are we at? Let's check those out. Flip the chicken, flip the beef. Oh. That's better. It's got a bit more gnarly now. Don't want to overcook it though, so. Just going to check it because oops, it's easier with a set of gloves on. Oh no, we're good. Ooh, getting there. Right, a minute and then I'm taking it off. In fact, I might just take it off. It's at 55 degrees. I don't want to get it too hot and go past. I want it to be nice and rare in the middle. So I'm just going to put them there. Now, if you've ever been to one of our classes, never stack your meat on top of each other. It will cook, they'll cook each other. So just leave it as. Chicken is nigh on there. So let's get those little pancakes off.
Do you need to wrap that beef or no?
No, it'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's up there. So we're going to grab these bad boys. And what you do, just shake them into a bowl. What we'll do with this, what we've got that away. That, I'm just going to fill it up again. It's these. This is probably creating too much time. Too much. So I've linked from the recipe. Sorry, Helen's making a lot of noise. I've linked to one of these pans. This is a Petromax one. I've linked to one on Amazon. You can search around for them. One on Amazon will work fine. It was actually cheaper than this one, I think. But yeah, get them in there, get the pan back on. Oh, meat and everything smells delish. Now have you done a little compote? Do you want to stick that? You could stick it in that egg. Let me pop these back. Okay. So we'll pop them into cook. You can see they're already cooking in there because that pan's staying hot, but we'll pop them back in another couple of minutes while we get everything else ready. So, beef's coming off. I'm going to chop that over here. Let's do it. In fact, let's do it on this chopping board because it is clean. It was before I came out. So they're ready to go. Our chicken, let's just check them. That needs a tiny bit more. So, I'm going to bring that outside one is cooking slightly slower than the others. So I'm going to bring it over. They're at 65 at the moment, so I need 73. Oh, 70. Nigh on there. A minute. Perfect. Right. Should have another look at our little. So how do you say it, Helena? Poffertjes. They're still quite wet on the top, those ones. So another minute. Let's get the beef out. Now don't eat all of this. Now, know what you're like.
I know, I love it.
If you look at this beef, can you see it's got grain running along it? So we want to slice this across and want to go across the grain. I'll do a couple, then we'll keep a couple back. So again, work out which way your grain is, across the grain. That's my machine telling me my sauce is how hot? Hot, 98 degrees. Last one, that way. Perfect. Right, I'm going to get you to start trying some of these bits, otherwise. So we've got that. You try a little, hang on a minute. We've got our super hot, smoky sauce. This will keep it warm for a bit, so you don't have to go mad straight away.
What's in that sauce?
So this is pepper, some paprika. Yeah, I'll tip some more in there, shall I? Or did you want that for someone else? Yeah, so there you go. Nice hot sauce. Let's get a bit of So I was going to say get a little bit of coriander, but I've used it all. Unless you can run and get some.
You want me to?
Yeah, please.
Oh, hold it over there.
Oh, these are done. So, grab these. I knew I'd do that. I'm just going to bring them out one at a time.
Right, you want more coriander?
Just a little bit to make these look pretty.
That's delicious, yeah.
Is that good? We love the chicken when we did it the other day. Come on. Put that like that. And then we're going to get a bit of our white sauce. So I'll swap sides with you, Andrea. Yeah, I'm going to go and do the pancakes. So just a light drizzle.
I'll have a look.
Oop. They'll need flipping, so
Yeah, I'll take more first.
and you put some more of this at the side. Looking good. Get a little bit of this. Our beef. Put that in there, it's fine. Yeah. Put the others out. Move that out of the way. Flip those. I will get the other ones and we'll get them plated up. Now this is going to be a bit touch and go. Trying to icing sugar in the breeze, right next to a lump of beef. Whoop. I'll do this over out the way because we've got these little pop-up pots and this one's.
Oh God, you're on camera in case that goes wrong.
There we go.
That'd be brilliant.
I've unpopped it.
250 quid coming my way.
Thanks for that. Cheek of it. I know it's gone on the floor, but. We'll add to those.
They look lovely.
Oh, go heavy on the sugar as well. Oh. Put that in there. Right. Helena's flipped another load over, so we'll have some for our lunch.
Do you want some compote on the side of that, or?
Wicked. So, we have some Peruvian anti-cuchos, knew I'd get that wrong, chicken with a green, what are we calling it? Creamy ahi verde sauce is what it is.
Ooh, lovely.
We've got some skirt steak, Brazilian churrasco. Oh, I'd never get this wrong. With a smoky tomato sauce. And we've got our little, I'm calling them Danish pancakes. Dutch, sorry, not Danish, Dutch.
Need more beef.
I know, we're going to eat this. Oh, they're nice. So there you go. Lots of little nibbly things that you can have tonight for your new year. Oh, Mama's going in on the pancake. Oh. But do try them. Awesome. So,
Very nice.
they're good, aren't they, these?
Give Andrea one.
Thank you. Oh, they're good.
Try them.
I
And
like
we've
them.
just done like a compote to go with them, so I mouthful. Anyway,
That doesn't look so pretty, but
No,
Yeah.
stewed apple and fruit, lovely.
so Big Green Egg, I've not heard when the price rise is coming. It was this time last year. I assume they've delayed it somewhat, but I've not seen anything yet. But as soon as I do, I'll let you know. Blaze are going to be increasing their price at the end of January, significantly, is what I've been told. So I don't know how much that is, but we still love our Blaze units. We've got the offer on the Big for Space unit until Monday. After Monday, you don't get the chopping board and you don't get the cover, and you pay 100 quid more. But I've got 6 of those in stock. Well, I haven't. They're up in Doncaster in the warehouse, but I will get them. We put 4 in 2 weeks before Christmas. So, yeah, loving them. Love it. Really like it. as an upgrade or as a lot simpler than the old unit, but do like it. Obviously the grey matches our pergola. That's because I requested that colour, and they made them to our grey, which is awesome. What else? Anything else?
I think you should say thank you to everyone for.
Thank you everyone for watching. We will see you all in the new year. Don't get silly tonight. Our next cook is next Saturday, and then there'll be a 3-week break until I've been skiing, 2 Saturdays skiing. Anything else that I need to say, Helena? Thank you for all the orders. Spitting stuff out. Thank you for all the orders over Christmas. Andrea's definitely cold. She's shaking.
Yeah, so
Hammer's good. No, thank you for watching, and we are going to continue doing these. So yeah, 24.
Thank you for your support during 2022.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, we couldn't do this without you, so yeah, we love it.
You're very welcome.
She's so cute. So yeah, we will see you all, hopefully see you all soon. 3 places, I think it is, left on next year's cooking classes. That's it, just 3. If you want to come on a class, get it booked. I think they're all in September and August and September, or might all be in September now. We are fully booked. I think that's it. So happy New Year, happy Christmas.
yeah, happy New Year,
and-
everybody.
Yeah, we're going to go and eat. See ya.